Not one of her children, but both her children are involved in murder.
Finding firewood?
Yeah,
To burn up, Seth?
I guess, yeah.
I want my mom, my mother-in-law.
Did you just hate Seth that bad?
I didn't hate him. I was hurt. There's a 15-year-old kid murdered because of us.
Young love can be intense, and that's exactly what happened to 15-year-old Seth Jackson in Summerfield, Florida. He met Amber Wright in the summer of 2011 and fell in love. His friendship with Amber Wright, also 15, took a dark turn, leading to a tragic end. Their friendship began well, but after a year it soured. Things got even worse when Amber became close friends with Seth's 18-year-old best friend, Mike. One Sunday in April 2011, Seth and his friend Will went to see someone they both knew. When they were leaving, Will noticed that Seth looked sad and not focused while texting on his phone. After they said bye, it turned out to be the final time Will saw his friend alive. Seth felt really hurt when he heard rumors that Amber might be cheating on him with Mike. The day after, Seth's mom told the police he was missing because he didn't return home. Amber's half-brother, Kyle Hooper, got really upset and told his mom that he knew what happened to Seth when he saw it on the news. Kyle's story was very scary, and he said they might find out more at a rundown house in Summerfield, Florida. When the police went there, they found out what really happened to Seth, and it was even more horrifying than they expected. Kyle told the police that he, along with Mike Bargo, Justin Soto, Amber Wright and Charlie Ely were all at the place where Seth went missing. They brought everyone except for Mike Bargo, who they couldn't locate, to the police station for questioning. Meet Justin Soto, who's 20 years old and is known as Roach. He's the oldest among the people being investigated, because he still lives in the same house Seth's family talked about. The detectives think he might have information about what happened to Seth. The detective begins to talk to Justin and assures him he's not in trouble. The detective asks Justin how long he has been living in that house.
12 years old, 11, 12 years old.
Oh, so you've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here a while.
The detective starts by asking Justin some basic questions to help him feel at ease and to learn more about him. Normally, people like to chat about their tattoos and why they got them, so the detective asks Justin about his tattoos to get the conversation going. If Justin feels okay talking to the detective, he might be more willing to talk about what happened to Seth. Justin shares his tattoos, and they share some friendly jokes. This helps them trust each other and creates a friendly mood before they talk about serious matters.
I have a mushroom right here.
Oh, that's
Then the detective notices something interesting.
what all the scratches about.
I was walking through the woods and some vines got a hold of it and...
Let's meet Charlie Healy, who is 18 years old. She's the owner of the house where Justin, Kyle Hooper, and Mike Bargo also live.
How old are you?
18.
18 years old. Okay, do you know why you're here? Why are you here?
Because something happened with Seth.
Something happened with Seth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amber is a 15-year-old girl who used date with Seth. She's Kyle Hooper's half-sister, and it's believed that she might have had feelings for Mike Bargo. Now she's going to tell her version of what happened.
Okay, I just need you to tell me the story. And let's start with the other night. I understand that you and Charlie went to another neighborhood or went down the street. Tell me how this all comes about.
Detectives start questioning Amber when she called him and what she talked about with Seth.
And you and Seth, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You two had a relationship. Was he, how was your relationship with him?
Not the best.
Tell me why you say not the best.
We'd always fight. He'd always hit me and cheat on me and all that.
So he was physically abusive to you?
She explained to the detective that she wanted to patch things up with Seth after their argument. They decided to just be friends instead of dating. They arranged to meet up, but because it was nighttime and a bit scary, she invited her friend Charlie to come with her. They planned to meet at the end of their street in a neighborhood called Bellevue Ridge, at a house belonging to someone named Brittany. The police found messages from Seth, and here's what they said. "Hey, can you talk? You said you needed to talk. Well, I kind of need to talk to you about us working things out. What do you mean? Can you please call me like now?" "Yeah, sure. Hey, my friend Charlie is coming with. I've been telling her everything between me and you, and she's coming because I need her to help through this. Is that okay? But don't tell anyone what's going on because I want to make sure we can work things out before anyone knows. Amber, if you have me jumped, I will never give you the time of day. So if I get jumped, say, goodbye. All right, I swear you're not Seth. I could never do that to you. I just want me and you back." "Okay, I'm walking up the hill now. I'm at the neighborhood road. Where are you?" "Sorry, I didn't want Will to hear me, but stay around the corner where me and you fought. Just wait right there and I'll be there in a minute." This was Seth's very last text. Seth was suspicious about Amber's motive.
Went down there and talked?
We were talking for maybe like not even 30 minutes.
Okay.
The detective asked Justin about his relationship with Amber. Justin explained that he knows her because of her brother Kyle, who lives with them. The detective became suspicious because Justin mentioned Kyle, who had just moved in, and thought Justin might be hiding something.
How do you know Amber?
As a friend,
How did you meet her?
through her brother, Kyle, the other dude that's here.
Okay.
The detectives have identified Kyle as a possible person who might reveal information because he was the one who first confessed details to his mother. While Justin insists that he doesn't know much about the situation, the girls continue to tell their side of the story. Amber explained that Seth wanted to meet. She said neither of them, Mike and Kyle, knew what she and Seth talked about. Kyle asked her where she was going, and she told him she was going to talk to Seth to resolve their issues. Charlie mentioned that Seth knocked on the door and asked to talk to Amber, and she allowed him in. The detective asked Charlie to draw a floor plan to clarify the story and look for any inconsistencies. Amber described that she and Seth were talking when suddenly Kyle, her brother, intervened and hit Seth. Afterward, they heard gunshots and got scared. Amber and her friend Charlie locked themselves in the bathroom. They heard more gunshots, then it got quiet, and Kyle questioned what had just happened.
And out of nowhere, Kyle just gets up and hits him.
Okay.
And by then, me and Charlie took off to her
Okay.
room. We shut the bathroom door, and we just heard gunshot after gunshot after gunshot.
The mention of a gun in this situation is worrying, but we still don't know what really happened to Seth because the girls didn't see it. The detective asked Charlie how Mike could have known that Seth was outside. They thought maybe Mike recognized Seth's voice because they were close. After the gunshots, Mike came back with a type of gun called a revolver. The girls said they had touched it, so their fingerprints were on it. They were afraid that Mike might hurt them if they talked to anyone about what happened.
And he
his
was
hand?
waving it around.
What kind of gun was it?
It was a revolver.
Okay.
I mean, he's letting us, like, touch it and shit, so our fingerprints are on it. And Mike came into the room and he said, I swear if you guys open your mouth about anything about last night, I'm gonna come after you guys.
Meet 16-year-old Kyle Hooper. He's Amber's half-brother, and he's just had a tough interview with a detective.
Both your kids are in a thing for murder.
Number 2?
You know,
What do you mean?
what we told you was in the storm. I mean, we're gone. James is on it too.
On what? Is it on this?
Kyle has basically confessed to murder on video, and he's talking about a particular type of murder called first-degree murder. Now, surprisingly, Kyle has brought his stepfather, James Havens III, into this too. He's starting to tell the detective how everything began. So the detectives have gathered a good amount of information, but they're still missing the most important part. The reason why this all happened? The motive. Amber has just hinted at that motive.
Why does Michael not like Seth?
Because he likes Amber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So have you ever dated Michael?
We've never dated, but we've always had a thing for each other,
Okay.
but never dated.
Even though Amber disagrees, Seth really thinks she and Mike used to be a couple. After they broke up, these two used social media to fight with each other, showing how their relationship had turned really bad. In another room, Kyle's story is still going on. He just told the detective that he doesn't like Seth because he caught him with his ex-girlfriend. This is a new detail for the investigation. But Kyle also said that even though he found them together, he didn't want to hurt Seth. Kyle told the detective that it was Mike who wanted to harm Seth.
I really hated Seth. And there was time, because my ex-girlfriend, I found him in the bed with my ex-girlfriend. And I really didn't like that, and I loved her. But I really didn't want to go out and kill the kid. Mike was talking about it, he's like, listen, he's like, I'll do it.
And Mike said he would do
But
it.
Mike said he would do it. I'll take the blame for everything. I'll do it. I'll do everything. I'll take the blame. If the cops ask you if anything, I'll take the blame. I have nothing to lose.
Kyle has admitted to a lot, and it seems like he mistakenly thinks that if only Mike is the one who shoots Seth, Mike will take all the blame for the murder. Kyle confessed that Amber, Charlie, Mike, and Soto all agreed to harm Seth.
Roach.
Everybody agreed.
He
Like I
agreed?
said, everybody agreed.
Amber agreed.
Mm-hmm. And Jay,
Charlie agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Mike said he would do it, and you agreed. So there's 5 people.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This was very surprising for the detective to hear. Before, Kyle admitted that both he and Justin Soto planned to hurt Seth to make it simpler for Mike to kill him.
Get him over the stick in the head.
Charlie eventually admits that she had a feeling something bad might happen, and she quickly confesses that she was involved in the plan.
Why?
So I knew something might have happened.
Exactly.
Kyle keeps telling the truth and tells the detective that he hit Seth with a stick 3 times. Seth fell down and tried to get up, but Kyle hit him again. Soto was also there, and he hit Seth on the head with something. Seth fell down again and was trying to reach the front door when Mike shot him in the back.
I hit him, and when I broke it over his head 3 times, he stood up, and then Roach come in, and then he hit him with his stick, and he was trying to go through the kitchen, and Mike shot him in the back twice with a gun. He was still trying to go out the front door and kept on shooting him. I kept on telling Mike, I was like, stop it, let him go. And he just kept on shooting him. And Roach grabs him like this and sets on the ground and has him choked. And I don't know what he did to his knee, but he kind of messed up his knee, and Roach rolled over. And Mike come up and shot him in the head, and that's when it was over. And
Grabbed who?
Seth started pulling him up the stairs.
Was Seth still alive?
Partially, yeah.
Okay, so he was still breathing at that time. Who put him in the bathtub?
Roach come in, and he helped put him in the bathtub. Mike kept on getting all psycho and pissed, and kept on punching him and shooting him, and Mike's wanting to break it. I come in, and Mike's trying to break his kneecaps to put
Is
him
he
in a
dead
hog
at this
tie.
point, or is he
Yeah,
still?
he's completely dead.
Justin told the detective that the scratch marks in the woods were actually from him going there to gather firewood for burning Seth.
No, I didn't. It's still woods and stuff.
Finding firewood?
Huh?
Finding firewood
Yeah,
to burn up, Seth?
I guess, yeah.
And he was like, I love you both, but if you say anything, I'll kill you both.
Kyle then starts to describe how they got rid of Seth's body after breaking his kneecaps in the bathtub. They put him inside a sleeping bag, and Kyle carried the bag outside. Justin had already gathered wood and was prepared to start a fire in the backyard to dispose of the body in the bag. Kyle said that Mike is totally crazy.
Mike's psycho. He's crazy. In the bag, picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything.
The next morning, when the fire had burned out, Mike got ready to get rid of what was left of Seth's body. He placed the ashes, bones, and teeth into paint buckets and planned to toss them into a quarry in Ocala. They began talking about the interrogation. It's likely that they're unaware that they're being recorded.
There's a 15-year-old kid murdered because of us. We're all in for murder.
Oh my God.
Why didn't you call 911?
I don't know.
You don't call 911?
I don't like you know the color.
But you let a person die.
We all knew about it. We all planned it. We were all involved in getting it done. So let's hop that hurdle first, okay? Let's man up to the fact that, damn it, this was a pretty heinous crime and we all had something to do with it. Now we got to deal with what will happen to us from that, okay?
Yeah, well, it was like the fact, like, I know I was scared because Mike had a gun and
Oh, you know what? Stop it. You think we haven't been listening to everything you guys have been saying in here? Are you that stupid, really?
I know.
Then just stop.
James helped Mike and Justin load paint cans, cinder blocks, and a dog leash into his truck. Mike gave him directions to the quarry. They used the leash to tie the cinder blocks to the buckets and threw them into the quarry. Now that these interviews are over, there's one more person the police need to talk to. You guessed it correctly. It's 18-year-old Mike Bargo, the mastermind behind Seth Jackson's murder. He sits down in a chair.
I got a hole in that hand, and as you can tell.
I'm Detective Weir from American County Sheriff's Office. Okay? I think you know why I'm here to talk to you. Okay? Before we talk or anything, I have to advise you of your rights. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to, it says us here, but I'm saying me, wish to talk to me now?
I'd like to get my one phone call, because I need to get hold of somebody. I need to call my lawyer.
You want to talk to a lawyer? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I'll talk to you, but I want to call my dad. I want to call my dad.
Hold on a second. You just said that you want to talk to a lawyer. Did you want I talk to a lawyer or do you want to talk to me? I want to clarify that first.
I'm talk to a lawyer.
Stand up.
The detective handcuffs him again and takes him away before the questioning even starts. Amber Wright, Kyle Hooper, Charlie Ely, Justin Soto, and James Havens III were charged in connection with Seth Jackson's murder. James Havens III was charged as an accessory for helping dispose of the body and pleaded guilty, facing up to 30 years in prison. However, recent updates suggest his sentence was deferred. Amber, Kyle, Charlie, and Justin were convicted of first-degree murder and received life sentences. Charlie was released at the age of 27. Mike Bargo, the main culprit, was sentenced to death and is on death row, awaiting his fate. His last words after sentencing were reportedly, "May God have mercy on my soul."